Welcome to Crisis with Kiera.
And Isis. This is Crisis at Night. We're doing a little late night session, just some chit chat. At night. Fireside chats.
Fireside?
This is sodacide, really. I'm going to commit a sodacide. I'm going to murder this soda.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I'm cutting out. There we go.
You want to...
That was funny. I like that. What time is it? Are they going to kick it? I just saw a guy. Oh, it's 9:41. We're chilling.
We're chilling. We're supposed to be out of here at 45.
Yeah,
but...
it's President's Day tomorrow, which we just realized, so we got excited.
Yeah, we're going to record
we
tomorrow.
We get to sleep in. But it's going to be closed.
So we're like, okay, this is our only ample opportunity.
Yeah, and you don't have work. I don't have school.
So we're going to edit.
Good times and noodle salad. I feel like everything your parents did that, like, you hated as a kid, you, like, look back and you're like, thank God.
Honestly.
Oh, my gosh. Obviously, I didn't have strict parents. And I think people who had extremely strict parents, like, there's, it's a balance. Like, you can go too far and then traumatize your kid both ways.
Right.
But I would say for the most part, most of the things that you didn't like, that your parents didn't let you do, or, like, restricted you on, you look back and you're like, I'm so appreciative.
Good choice. Yeah, I mean, I had strict parents.
But, like...
And there's some things that I'm like, wow, that's stupid. But I think it was because, like, it was just on brand with all the other shit that wasn't stupid.
I'm guessing, from what I've gathered, is, like, what they were strict on, they were very strict on.
Yes.
But I don't feel like they were strict on...
everything.
Yeah.
No, like, not...
There's not a lot of dumb shit.
I was free to think. But, like, for example, like, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup and dye my hair and get piercings. But that also, like, the dumb part about that was, like, I wasn't allowed to shave till I was, like, too old. Like,
right.
Where I was, like, this stupid. But, but that was on brand with all the other shit, I guess. So it was, like, it's fine. Like, it wasn't, like, unrelated to anything else. It was on brand with all the other shit they were strict about, so.
At least they were...
consistent.
Yeah. I can't believe you weren't allowed to shave.
Bruh.
That's so traumatizing.
I didn't wear makeup till I was like a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Also, I would say, like, in particular, my mom wasn't that consistent, so it was hard to know. Like, the things that she'd get mad about, you'd be like, this is on brand, but, like, easily 6 months prior, it could have not bothered her. So it's like, if it had happened. So, like, one time she took me back to school clothes shopping, and we bought, like, 5 or 6 dresses, and then I wore one of the dresses to school, like, 3 weeks later, and she's like, what the fuck are you wearing? And it was, like, at the time when she was letting me pick out the clothes, it didn't bother her. But for some reason, her seeing me, like, I don't know what clicked in that moment to where she was like, absolutely not. And I thought that was, like, the most backwards ass shit ever because she bought it for back to school shopping. But now I'm like, it's still kind of on brand with all the other not being promiscuous looking. So it all kind of fit in the big picture. Like, shaving shouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I think
it still fell under that category.
That category of, like, not being too mature, I guess. Which, bullshit, but whatever.
I never had restrictions on clothing, really. But also, I was so, I don't know if it's like, was it me that was easy to be like that, or was it that philosophy that worked? I don't know, because I don't think I was ever
pushing it.
Actually, I have such a specific memory of, like, wearing, as guys call them, the forbidden leggings. Like the, like, boho ones. And, like, just like I don't know, it was a tight top, I think. I don't know. I was wearing those and, like, a tight top, and my mom was like, well, you're leaving nothing to the imagination. And, like, that's So there's been a few of those, which honestly, I mean, I still remember those moments to this day. So obviously they hit somewhere, but it's not like I didn't wear it or it's not like, but I don't know. Those weirdly did make me kind of conscious about it, but I don't know.
Aware or conscious?
I don't know. It's hard to look back now because I feel like I've gotten overly conscious now. So I don't know. At the time, maybe just aware.
Well, it's like another thing. Like, for example, me wearing leggings never really looked provocative. It still doesn't. But I, like, specifically remember, like, my parents saying, like, how they understood why leggings shouldn't be allowed in school. But it was never something I wasn't allowed to wear. But again, like, I didn't have a booty to, like, pull my Lululemons up and, like, have, like, some cake thumping around. So, like, my parents, you know, like, if I feel like my parents would have told me not to wear it, but I just it was my body just wasn't giving ass. So.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to think, because, I mean, also, like, I feel like my parents didn't really, like, put eyes on me going out the door that often, you know what I mean? Like, either I took the bus or I'm, like, walking or, like, I don't know. They were easily working a lot. But when I started dressing the most provocative was probably, like, my senior year of high school. Because I was just really experimenting with clothing, you know, for the first time, it felt like. But, like, I was driving myself to and from school, so it's, like, it's hard for me to, I don't know if my mom actually, like, if she did see me, would have, like, said something. I don't know, but I just feel like that's when I got the most
Exposed.
Yeah, because I remember people at, like, school making, like, comments about it more than, you know what I mean, like, just being like, what is happening? But also, that's, like, 17-year-old age, and so it's, like, I don't know. I think from a parent's perspective, I think that is probably the hardest time because you're, like, you're still a child. But it also is the time that I think you have to let them kind of figure it out for themselves a little bit. So
Well,
I think it worked out well.
Growing into, like, the next, well, then it's, like, it's hard, too, because it's, like,
yeah.
And, like, I look
when
back.
Did you get boobs?
Middle school. Maybe like 6th grade.
But did they come in, like, heavy or, like?
I don't know if I had them before that or not. And I think I for sure did. But I was always fat, too. So you got to, like, did I have tits or was I just fat? You know, I don't know. But, like, titties.
Yeah.
I just remember being objectified for the first time in, like, 7th grade.
By, like, an adult?
No.
Okay.
By, like, a peer.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I just remember.
Little 7th grade boys are like, damn.
Or something in the sense where I acknowledge
Did you hear Isis got tits? Isis got tits. Big ass titties.
It's so cringe to even think about myself as a 7th grader with, like, this. It just makes me feel.
Oh, yeah, it's
cringe.
I can't.
Well, because that's what, like, this is where I have, like, more sympathy for parents because it's, like, it's just.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? It's just, this is terrible. But anyways, so I remember 7th grade is when it really hit me. 6th grade, I don't remember anything. 7th grade was like, okay. The thing is looking back, they weren't that big. But I'm also being compared to other 12 and 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
And then but then, like, I go into, like, high school and I'm like, yeah, definitely had tits. So what was the point of this conversation?
I really don't know. Oh, we were talking about strict parents and just how I was saying that I...
Right, okay, yes.
So, I mean, I know you never had a choice about cleavage sometimes because it was just against your will cleavage. But gosh, I was so uncomfortable having cleavage. Like, just so uncomfortable.
You know, I actually didn't
I was uncomfortable having cleavage until, like, a year ago.
Well, I was going to say, I was really uncomfortable until probably, like, my sophomore or junior year of college.
Oof. Yeah.
Like, okay, first of all, I never left the house without a bra until, like, my senior year of college.
Yeah.
So, like, the thought of not having a bra on almost murdered me.
Terrifying.
And then, so I don't know if that was societal, cultural, also
but
boobs.
Thank God, because not wearing a bra in high school, or just the thought of high schoolers without bras, just, that's also, like, sounds just traumatizing.
Just terrible. I mean, it's like it goes back to the leggings thing. Like everyone shouldn't, like everyone's not an issue, but then the ones that are an issue, kind of, you're just
like,
killing it for everybody.
Yeah.
And like that's
What
where
do
like
you
the
do?
tits are hard because like you don't have a choice. Like you said, like I said with the cleavage,
Right.
if I'm wearing anything that doesn't go up to my neck,
Yeah.
I have my chest show. So it's like, but then like I think back to leggings, and there was like the intentionality to have it like all the way up the ass crack,
Yeah.
and like I just doing too much. But then you ruin it for everybody. So I'm like, do you over police it? Do you under police it? But then you got shit going crazy. And then everyone's like confident in different ways.
Oh my god, or having your nipples out. Oh my god, talk about a nightmare. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I remember.
But it's just so funny because then, like, you get to college and it's like, wow.
Well, then it's so unimportant at that point. And it's something.
Well, no, it is. Like, in the best way.
Well, but I was going to say, like, it's like now someone could come to class.
But, like, thank God. I don't know how it is. I feel like some people have that revolution in high school. But I'm very thankful that I think it is a better progression. I don't know, at least societally and like culturally makes me believe that, but you do just get more comfortable like in your, like around like 20, like, you know what I mean? You like actually.
Yeah, with your frontal lobe developing, I think there's a huge increase.
Well, also you begin to have like true confidence.
Right.
Not just like.
Externally supported confidence.
Yeah, or like just like performative.
Right.
Confidence, I guess.
Well, I was gonna say the other thing is like as you get older, I can actually tell like my confidence, like just like in my own body, like my mind and body connection has like solidified as I got older. So even if I was confident at any other point,
genuinely settle into it, like your mind and soul and body, like after because if 20 years is obviously like somewhat of a long time, but it's really not that long to like get to know.
Well, also because like it changed it so much in the first like 15 to 18.
Your little soul container, right?
Yeah, like it just was constantly
changing. Right.
So
and
it finally stops,
and then it takes a couple years, and you're like, okay, this is what's happening.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's like the same thing with like hormones. Like I think like pretty much like 5 to 10 years after your hormones completely stop. The same thing with menopause. As soon as you start, like you need like a decade until you're like back into your.
Right.
Like
you
your
can't
range.
establish a routine.
Right.
It's just
mayhem.
Right. Yeah.
So I feel like I understand where family and parents are coming from. I think it's annoying, but I also think there's other ways to like express yourself, I guess. I also was gonna say like you danced, so your parents were also used to seeing you in like leotards and stockings.
Yeah, that's true.
And that kind
of.
But
that's so contextual.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure it does affect then the everyday, but it is very in context.
Does that make sense?
Talk about the most uncomfortable experience is like your mom taking you to the grocery store after dance and like you're in a leotard.
I've never experienced that.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
Really? At all ages or like only until you're like 12?
Always.
Even at like 8?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think so. I don't know. Maybe not, but I just trauma.
Because I'm imagining 12 and being so uncomfortable.
Horrible.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. Like if we walked to like Safeway in a bikini right now, it would be insane. But if we did it in Tahoe in the summer, it'd be like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
It's so weird. It's so weird how much context matters.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it's like this. It's both the public, like it's both open to the public population.
Well, I think the other thing about why college makes it so different is because contextually, like everyone's an adult, and so I think like nobody is off limits, regardless of age, regardless of gap. Like if your professor checks you out, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in high school, that's just like...
Yeah, it's pervy because they're like your superior, like professionally.
Well, then it's like pervy because like even a woman teacher being like your tits are everywhere is like, well, why are you even like looking at me?
You keep
I'm
hitting the
16. So it's like, it doesn't even matter who it's coming from. Any adult acknowledging any part of you is super cringe and out of line.
when you're in high school.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Should we get one more topic in? What color are notebooks?
No, we can't have this discussion right now.
Is this what we want to post, though?
What are we gonna post 2 minutes about notebook colors? What even we like we're done.
All right, that was our little tidbit.
That's just what came out. I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you.
So are you
That's
gonna?
what was
what
on
are
the
your rules
front
for
of
your
our
kids?
minds. Dude, I don't know, bro.
No gushers.
No, and just in relation to clothing, I don't know. I turned out so well, and my mom was so like, I really liked the way she did it, but I just feel like it would not work for every child.
Probably
And also,
not.
she only had one girl,
And you're ugly. No.
and I was ugly. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not bringing home like. Oh my gosh, thinking about my first boyfriend, I'm like, they were probably so happy that was just because he's just a tiny, scrawny white guy that just so unthreatening.
You didn't bring like the quarterback home.
Yeah, and, like I get tattoos and
Yeah.
like facial hair and they're huge. I don't know.
That would have been so funny if you just brought a huge ass. Even now, if you brought a huge guy home,
No, I
it would be
know.
hilarious.
I know.
Like just like some Samoan guy too, with like big hair.
Yeah. I just feel like, like they like just to put them on their toes a little bit because they're always just like Kiera, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they're not just
she's not gonna
whatever.
do anything crazy.
And they've never like felt. I feel like they've never had to be like protective. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I just really want to kerfuffle them. Like I've never got them kerfuffled with a man, and that's just like what I want.
We should plot.
Yeah, like the mound. What is he? The
Hound?
mountain.
The mountain
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones?
Yeah. The rock. Okay, we gotta go.
Anyways, that's been Crisis with
At night.
with
Kiera.
and Isis. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.
Night.